Hi guys, welcome to another episode of my playthrough. Just going through a few things here. Shop class.
They say the Pacific Ocean has no memory, Hunter.
But you are looking at the Atlantic.
Really? Well, that explains so much. Just think. A few years ago, I was just your quintessential 98-pound high school freshman weakling. Even the lunch ladies used to
98
shoot me down for
pounds.
milk money. Now look at me.
Oh, Peter, you must
Hanging
be
with the legendary
Wolverine's
Hopper and
height,
Midnight
5'2".
Suns in their super secret Atlantic.
They made him
Ocean
tall in
base.
this game, I don't know why.
We are happy to have you.
That's just it. What if that radioactive spider had decided to chomp down on someone else's behind? What would old non-arachnid me be?
A brave warrior and a cunning ally either way.
Not what the kids on the playground used to say.
Huh.
I was the equipment manager for TAG.
Peter, I am friends with you, not your powers.
Now that's an F word I never get tired of hearing. Unless it comes from MJ when you think you're on a date. You know, Hunter, I've been to a lot of truly amazing places since I put on the old spider tights. Way beyond my little neighborhood in Queens. But when all is said and done, there is nowhere I'd rather be right now than here with the rest of you.
Excellent. Okay, we got that.
Hunter, let's catch up.
Seems like you have got a lot on your mind.
You could say that.
Do you need to share?
I always wanted to be good at my job, but now I think it's possible to be so good you're actually terrible.
Explain.
Okay, I really wanted to show off how I could get a sample of Venom's symbiote, right?
And you did.
Right! Yay me! But in getting it, I left poor Eddie trapped under a heap of rubble.
What you did saved lives. Do not forget that.
You're right. I know logically I did the right thing.
Cheers.
I came through for the team. But it still doesn't feel right.
I know you feel pity for your friend Eddie, but he is no longer a man. He is a monster.
No, he was a man, and the symbiote was an alien. But Lilith turned them both into demons, and no one deserves that fate. Eddie Brock may be troubled, sure, we all are. I guess that's why I can't shake the feeling that there's more I could have done.
Like digging him out from the rubble?
No. I mean helping him turn his life around. The way real heroes are supposed to.
Who knows? Maybe you will someday.
Yeah, big emphasis on maybe. If only Tony or Strange invented some kind of time machine. I could go back and keep Eddie from going down this path.
Stranger things have happened.
Thanks for the chat, Hunter. I've got a lot to think about. If anyone needs me, I'll just be here, sighing deeply.
Be glad you do not eat like a spider as well.
I'm just going to smile and nod now.
I cannot imagine the things you have seen in space.
If you think I'm cool, thank the people who trained me.
Good girl, Charlie.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Huh.
The hunter stalks its prey.
What you saying, Tony?
How is the sample analysis going?
Oh, you mean the vial of demonic alien goo Peter took out of poor Eddie. That sample analysis?
That is the one.
In a word, gross. But a fascinating kind of gross. This symbiote exists as a whole at the molecular level. Every atom of it is a self-sustaining, slimy little entity in and of itself. Yet when the molecules bond, they undergo a change state that can only be described as something out of abstract expressionism, and I can see your eyes glazing over right now.
I am sure this makes sense to you, but try to remember I am not from this time. I am still getting used to the idea of lights that turn on when you flip a switch.
Ah.
Right. I will slow down a bit, skip the science babble, and get right to the point. I think we can use Venom's slime sample as the basis of a suit.
Like a Venom suit?
No, not like Venom. No symbiosis. It would exist as an anti-symbiote, to protect you the next time you two meet.
Excellent.
Think of it as a kind of armor. Strange and I are working on a design right now. Give me 24 hours, and I think you'll be very pleased.
The Faith Breaker!
Oh, you are gonna love this.
Excellent. Item bench 2.
Remind me again why you haven't digitized this stuff already? This is going to take way longer than it has to.
There's something to be said of the careful study that can only be achieved by examining...
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? Not bad, right?
It's a dark power, I can't use it. This is good. Pretty sure I upgraded that Spider Sense card twice already. Oh, I have enough. What do we need? Additional items for crafting? Challenge. This would be good. Challenge missions for legendary shit. That sounds excellent.
Aura surrounds us.
Armory. Challenge missions. Oh my lord, look at this. Let's try it. Let's see what it is. Probably gonna kick me arse. Let me get some coffee, man. draw and move. Okay. Yo. What? What? How did I fail that? You gotta do it in one shot? Destroy the crystal to acquire Blade Storm. Ah. Use the Whisper of Memory. Whisper of Memory. Okay, I gotta look that up somewhere about that. See what's going on. No. Okay, one day. Okay.
Always a pleasure.
I'll check out the challenge mission, see what's going on. See if anybody's got any... figured out what to do on that.
Ready for more?
Spider-Man.
Awesome! Can't wait to see how this goes down.
I think we've got something for everyone.
Oh, I should have got this. This is good too. This is going to be my next one. Gotta get them credits.
My lucky day, huh? Let's do it.
Alright, you level 12 champion. Captain Marvel, level 12. Bada boom. Excellent. Okay. I see. Ah, okay, they blocked out that whole thing. This is the last place I was at. Sure. No. Whoa. Graveyard. I think I already did it here.
Autumn must not see it that way.
These trees everywhere, eh? Probably the next few words. Go north and see what's going on. I wish there was some sort of mini-map or compass or something. Even in Oblivion, Elder Scrolls, they had something. Here we go.
He sees our path.
Interrogation records. Well, that's new.
Something terrible happened here.
Where am I? Actually, we got a picture for 20 frames I have in my room. And a box. Cool. Glorification of the Royal Hungarian Saints. It's another photo. Good. Uh-oh. Hiram Shaw's church. Agatha.
This area, it feels wrong somehow. I sense an old suffering.
Members of the local coven were persecuted here. And worse.
Witches?
Salem's history with witches may have been distorted over the years, but some things are true. The witches of Salem did their best to thwart Shaw, but he rallied his congregation against them. The catalyst of the infamous Salem witch trials. When the Coven called out in distress, it was Lilith and Sarah who came to their aid.
Caretaker and my mother knew their powers could help others, and they did not hesitate.
Of course not, dear. Your mother was a gifted healer, and Sarah was never one to back down from a fight. They also knew the signs of Chthon's influence, and Shaw's sudden rise to power undoubtedly got their attention.
Chthon's corruption had taken root in the New World, just like the colonists themselves.
Well put, that's good.
And while Lilith and Sarah were still preoccupied in Transia, they entrusted one of the Moon Seals to the Knights of Wundagore, who brought it to the Coven with the hope that its power would reinforce them enough to deal with Shaw.
But that is not what happened.
Unfortunately, no. When the plague came to Salem, the same one that afflicted your father, Shaw used it to further agitate his flock by placing the blame squarely on the Coven.
And the witches?
The mob was vicious. And the rest is history.
But what about the
Let me know,
Moon
man,
Seal?
because I'll join you.
After the trials, the Moon Seal vanished, along with Shaw. Without drawing any conclusions, I think we can both guess where it went.
If this was his church, then it is possible the seal is still here, or somewhere nearby.
You read my mind. Good hunting, dear.
Was this always here? I may have forgotten a few things, but I feel as if I would remember a decrepit church on the grounds.
You may not remember the structure, but maybe you've heard of the man responsible for it? Hiram Shaw? This was his house of worship, and like a great many things on the grounds, Sarah preferred to keep it in a sort of mystic quarantine. Even I haven't been inside.
Is that all she did while I slept? Seal things off for our protection?
She can be overzealous at times, but in this case, she was right to be wary.
So what dark secret does this place hold?
When Hiram Shaw first came to Salem, he was little more than a charlatan posing as a preacher. He managed to convince a few desperate souls to join his congregation, and with their help, he broke ground on this church. Whether it was coincidence or fate, in digging beneath the church, Shaw found something that would change the course of all of our lives. A long-forgotten page of the Darkhold.
If Shaw found a page of the Darkhold, it was because Chthon wanted it that way.
I tend to agree. That cursed book is always seeking out a way to return its master to power.
And a power-hungry preacher makes for the ideal messenger of darkness.
Yes, Shaw was an eager study, consumed almost immediately by the whisperings of Chthon and the Darkhold's power. Nearly overnight, the people of Salem, old and new, were at his threshold, waiting for the word. Never a dull moment.
Tell me about Hiram Shaw.
By all accounts, Hiram Shaw was a desperate man. Desperate for power, wealth, influence, the usual desires that cloud men's minds. As I understand it, he was a largely unsuccessful minister before his arrival at Salem, traveling from place to place, swindling whatever followers he managed to gain before being run out of town. To think that a simple man like Shaw finding a piece of the Darkhold was enough to set all of this in motion, it puts things in perspective.
More hurtful of fun.
What do you know about my father?
That's not an easy question, dear. What would you like to know? Was he a good man? Yes, I think he was. Your mother loved him dearly, and he doted over her. I think for a time she forgot who she was, where she came from. And I don't mean that as a bad thing. She and Sarah both deserve to find something more than just another fight with Chthon. Lilith did. Sarah didn't. At least, not for a while longer still. I honestly think that's the only thing she ever had against him, blood or not. Until we speak again.
explore the church. I did, there's nothing there, man. Let's check it out again, see what I'm missing.
If it was here, Autumn would show me. The gods are fickle.
Need something, dear? Goodbye, for now.
Hey, I'm saving this, because there's a bug here somewhere. I smell bug. Okay. Okay. I gotta check that out, and 30 minutes is not bad for an episode, so I'll see you guys next time, okay? See ya.